Oh my god. Where do I turn this thing now? This is lovely. Much better. Right, well it is 10 past, so we will get started. Hey everyone, welcome to N5 Racing. We're here for the final round of the championship, the double points finale for the Corvettes here at Bluemoon Speedway. You know, we'll take more of a relaxed standpoint on tonight's N5, more of a casual league, you know, full of amateurs such as, you know, this flying frame guy, him especially. He's probably the worst of the bunch, to be honest. He's, yeah, should really just, you know, collect his pension and get on moving, but no, yeah, it's 10 past, we'll go in 1 minute, and yeah, we're here at Bluemoon Speedway, so it is a triangle, a semi-oval, it's a braking zone, and a pretty, is two flat-out corners, so it's an oval with a braking zone, pretty much, is what you could say. But yeah, about 50-second lap times. We'll be doing about 70 laps of the track, an hour-long finale. Reverse championship order. I'm not racing because I won the championship last week out at Willow Springs, so I thought might as well, you know, use this opportunity and get in the comms box because Matt isn't available. So yeah, just gonna, you know, use this opportunity, get into the comms box, have a bit of this, and hopefully it's a half decent race. For us, you know, Boomer sets the lap times as well. All the drivers are allowed to use whatever tyres they see fit. So myself, Cornelius, Tret and Tumble, who were all in the league at some point, two of them not here anymore. But yeah, the people who were forced to use the mediums are allowed to use whatever tyre they want. So everyone's on the soft tyres, I presume, because that is just the logical sense. Boom Mosquito is on the mediums. We are going to get underway for the final though, so a reverse championship order, 72 laps, and fuel saving is going to be a massive factor here at the Oval, and it's going to be a pretty good race. Corvette stick. So we've got a rolling start instead of a standing one. So Blue Jean on pole position, followed by Cablo, Juho in third, Mr. Grumpy in P4, Cornish P5, Boomer P6, Blue Mosquito P7, and Flying Frame rounding off the grid in P8. No, Simo has actually pipped him to second, so he's going to be the one finishing ready to go then, ready for 70 laps of the Bluemoon Speedway circuit. And Frome not being able to finish second, well, we might as well just do one worse and finish third, but let's hope he can claw back the championship then as we go underway and green flags here at Bluemoon Speedway. Let's see what Cablo can do and what he can do, piling in to turn one then. Juho, Lightning McQueen looking to get the lead early. Blue Jean is probably in the worst position of the bunch. You want to be in that toe early, and you need to be at the pack the fuel you need. Juho running nowhere, so he's going to be finding that a bit tricky. Simo and Frome had a bit of a tussle at the back, so Simo looking to get past Frome and make his way up the field, but toe is definitely going to play a massive factor then, and Pornage looking to get past Mr. Grumpy as well from the flat out left-hander of turn 2 into turn 3, which is the final corner. Only 3 turns here at the circuit. Juho looking to the inside of Cablo, sending up the inside. Cablo keeping it around the outside. Bit of contact, and Grumpy's going to take this opportunity. Send up the inside, bit squirmy. Pornage is then going to take the opportunity. They're going to be 3 wide down this back straight and up on to lap 2 of 70. Pornage on the inside then, and Boomer looking to get involved as well. They're going to be 4 abreast, nearly 5 abreast if Cablo gets involved as well. And Boomer, the big winner from this, he gets himself up the inside and up into P2. Very good move then. And Frome and Simo as well further back, having a bit of a tussle. Frome on the outside, Simo on the inside. These two having a battle. They do not want to be losing the toe of the front guys this early on in the race. It could definitely cost him, and you can see there Simo backing out and just holding back, holding station, and wanting to work with Frome to stay in the slipstream. You don't want to be in the lead of the race until the last corner of the last lap, because it's probably the only point where you'll actually keep the lead if you overtake Mr. Grumpy. Looking to get himself up the inside of Juho, up the inside, just about managed to get it stopped. Cablo grinding against the wall there. Bloody Tony Hawk would be so proud of that. Blue Mosquito nearly doing the same in P7. Juho then holding on strong. Pornage finds his way up into P3, looking on the back of Boomer and Blue Jean, who still finds himself leading this race. To the inside then goes Boomer, up the inside for the race lead, and Pornage is going to follow him through into turn 1 then. Very nice bit of racecraft. Juho looking around the outside, who's just going to get pushed wide. Cablo again grinding against the wall. Mr. Grumpy getting a nice little cut back on Juho, hasn't quite managed to make it stick. He's still in the slipstream, and everyone else behind still in the slipstream. Simo still with Frome. These two needing to get their ideas together, especially Frome there, if he wants to finish second in the championship again. Blue Jean though very wide, nearly pushing Boomer into the wall there. 2 by 2 they go then into the final corner. Pornage then finds himself up into the lead of the race. To the inside goes Juho, round the outside goes Grumpy, and a very nice NASCAR livery there, but Boomer holding station in P4. Grumpy trying to find his way through, but just can't quite find an opening. Blue Jean then having to tuck back in behind Pornage. These guys do not want to be battling. They need to stay in the slipstream. We round off lap 4 then, and on lap 3 and on to lap 4 then. We're interested to see when the first wave of pit stops will be coming in. Frome and Cablo going side by side. Looks like Frome and Simo both going to take the tight line on the inside and be alongside both of them. 2 by 2 they go then up this back straight. Frome on the inside looking to make up some ground. They do not want to be losing the slipstream in front. The gap is already a second just from this little tussle, and it looks like Frome's backed out of that one. He's going to be on the outside of Cablo though, who's looking to get himself up the inside. Simo sends it around the outside for P8. Good move there from Simo. The two oldies but goodies still languishing at the back. Corners around the outside. Blue Jean, a very impressive sideways moment there, completely sideways through the final corner and managing to hold on and stay in the toe. Boomer then looking to get his way past as well. Grumpy putting the pressure on. Juho putting the pressure on. It looks like we've literally got a 9-car train then all the way back down the grid, and everyone's still looking to try and make these moves. To the outside goes Blue Jean. He's stuck on the outside. Boomer's pushed his way through, going to squeeze him out to the outside. Blue Jean keeping his nose in though, and just about holding on to this P2. Pornage to the inside to defend and cover off the slipstream. 3 abreast they go then for the race lead. 4/10 penalty is that of Blue Jean. In the middle goes Boomer. He's going to have to back out side by side. Blue Jean for the race lead with Pornage, a flat out left-hander. Who's going to come out on top? Blue Jean soars around the outside. Can he get the move stuck? Still so close then. Every bit of car within a second. Pornage holds on though. Boomer to the outside. Mr. Grumpy trying to get involved. Juho up the inside as well. They're going to be 3 abreast on the exit of the corner. Pornage managed to hold off then as we round off lap 5 and on to lap 6. Juho then up the inside of is that Boom Mosquito, yes, and looking to get up the inside of Boom, and Mr. Grumpy looking to follow people through. Simo and Frome looking side by side. This is way too close for my likings. Surely someone's going to have to come off, but they're all keeping it so clean. Mr. Grumpy goes in a bit wide. Juho sets up a lovely switchback manoeuvre, and they're going to be 3 abreast again on the exit. Frome looking to get his way up. Simo, though, around the outside and finds himself up into P5, making the most of this opportunistic opportunity. Yeah, good word of speech there, but he's managed to make the most of this opportunity that's been in front of him, and he finds himself up into P5. This is important for that second place in the championship then. Blue Jean looking to get his way through. He's managed to reclaim the race lead. Up the inside goes Grumpy though on P2. They're going to be 3 abreast through the corner again, just about managing to give each other enough room. Very tricky cars to go 1 abreast in these Corvettes, let alone 3 through a nearly flat out corner. Then these guys keeping it so clean. 3 abreast for the race lead. Pawnage in the middle, Blue Jean on the outside. Boomer looking to get involved as well, but Grumpy claims the race lead. Up the inside he goes then into the first corner. Blue Jean sent wide. He's going to lose the position to Boomer and potentially Blue Mosquito, and Pawnage has come out on top. Mr. Grumpy hasn't been able to make the move stick. Caplo further back looking to get past Juho for P7 as well. Frome looking to get back up the inside of Simo as well. They're going to be side by side. Juho looking to get past Frome as well. This could not be closer. You could not write a closer race. If you send it to Hollywood, then bloody rip it up and say it was too unbelievable. But these guys so close. Boomer with a massive tap of the wall. He's sideways, going to be losing out a lot of positions. Luckily he's still in the toe and didn't spin. Blue Mosquito and Simo grinding against the wall. Boomer's going to take the title line and run himself out wide. We're a 10th of the way through the race then, and still no pit stops as it stands. That looks like they're just about halfway through their fuel tanks. Pawnage with the least fuel of anyone though, and he needs to be saving the fuel. If you're leading this race, you're probably in the worst position because you're not saving the fuel that you need to save, unfortunately. But Blue Jean making another move for the race lead. Is he close enough? No, has to tuck him behind. Gonna have a quick swig of tea. It's M5 broadcast brought to you by PG Tips, not sponsored by any means, but if you want to, be my guest. But looks like Blue Jean up the inside of Pawnage into the fast right-hander. Left-hander gets himself up in to P1. Mr. Grumpy looking to get involved as well. Pawnage all over the back rim, probably wise. Boomer very sideways, hits into Simo, hits him into the wall. He's going to be slow off this corner as well, and looking to stay in the slipstream once again. In the slipstream though they go. Blue Jean and Mr. Grumpy for the race lead. They're going to be 3 abreast once again into turn 1. It looks like Blue Jean thinks better of it and backs out, but up the inside goes Grumpy for the race lead once again. Blue Jean up the inside again. Only lap 9 of this race and they're fighting as if it's the last lap. Let's hope there's more of this for the next 61 laps of this race. No, 51 laps of this race I should say. I'm actually completely wrong there. But Grumpy back up the inside of Pawnage and looking to get his way through. Blue Jean to the outside. He hasn't quite got the momentum in the toe. Around the outside goes Blue Jean on both of them. Can he get it stuck? Simo still opting for the higher line, close to the tight line. He figures it's going to keep him out of more. You can hear how much these cars struggle under brakes. They're just sliding all over the place, but Simo finds himself on the higher line, manages to get a nice and take the race lead, and Mr. Grumpy going to be side by side with him. Pawnage as well as we round off lap 9 and on to lap 10. Caplo falling back a little bit though. Pawnage up the inside of it, both of them into turn 1. Can he get this move stuck for the race lead? Pawnage up the inside, he's going to claim the race lead. Simo having to back out though. He's fallen from 1st to 5th in one corner. This is so close. This is going to be decided on the last lap, I'm sure. But as everyone's fuel starts to wear thin, at the moment we're probably about halfway through this first stint. Everyone looking to just hang on their fuel and hopefully, well, divide 70 by 3. That's around about 60 to 10. So you want to do about 13 laps. You want to do about 13. Well, no, not 13 laps. If you want to do 1 stop, you need to do 30 laps. You want to do 2 stop. No, I'm just going to ignore myself there. Don't mind me. But they're halfway through the race. This tank of fuel. That'll take them to lap 20. They're going to need to do 3-4 stops as it stands. As Pawnage goes up the inside of Simo for turn 1. Looking to hang on for the race lead, but Simo around the outside claims it very nicely, using the camber of the track to help get his way up, and they're still going to be 2 by 2. Noah's Ark down this back straight. Grumpy on the inside of Blue Jean. Juho trying to get on the outside of Grumpy, looking in the slipstream of Blue Jean. He's got the momentum. Can he get it around the outside? Looks like Frome's had a massive mare. He still finds himself P8. The man currently P3 in the standings won't be finishing P2 in the standings as per usual as it stands. anyway, Pornage up the inside of Simo. He's looking to get back into the race lead. You can see how close these cars are. Blue Jean up the inside, they're 4 abreast into the penultimate corner. Simo on the outside, he's skating, he hits the wall. Pornage managing to reclaim the race lead, and Boomer finds himself back up into P2 and looking to make a stake for the race lead. Juho to the outside as well. Final corner, Boomer on the outside, he's got Pornage on his inside looking to get past. Still Noah's Ark 2x2 down this back straight as we round off lap 12 and on to lap 13. Boomer and Grumpy up the inside, 4 abreast into turn 1. Blue Jean looking to make a triple overtake up the inside. He's managed to get it stopped, hit the inside though, he's straight into the barrier. He's been spun round. Blue Jean out, and he's spun, and that's surely him out of this race if he can't bring it back quickly. Blue Jean sent up the inside, clipped that inside where it dips down, and just went straight on. Complete and utter calamity for the blue car and the Flying Dutchman. He was looking so good up at front with these guys. Grumpy forced to the outside. He's going to get completely mugged if he can't bring it back to the inside quickly. Everyone's just going to pile their way through. Duo to the inside on the final corner, up the inside of Boomer. Grumpy forced to the outside, can't quite tuck his way back into the slipstream, and they're going to be 3 abreast on the exit. The plane flying above there, giving us a lovely shadow, but 3 abreast. Frome finally finds himself up with the lead pack and looking to finally get in front of Simo for the championship. But Boomer to the inside, Grumpy to the inside, 3 abreast. Turn 1 once again to the inside he goes. Bit of contact, Boomer sideways. Grumpy got caught up. Frome with a nice cutback there, it must be said. Hate to admit it, but that was a lovely cutback from Frome to get himself up into P2 and have a run for the race lead. If Grumpy could, he'd definitely want to just push Frome and try and find his way through, but they're all going 3 abreast instead of bump drafting in this race instead. But we're on lap 14 and everyone's still with quite a bit of fuel left to lose. Blue Jean's going to be using a lot of fuel to try and catch up. Boomer leads the way, then 3 abreast into the final corner. Pornage chucking his way back in to the inside, and Boomer sideways in a lovely striking green livery on that Corvette. But Frome finds himself finally up into the podium places as we round off lap 14 of this race. Pornage to the inside, Simo to the inside of Mr. Grumpy for P4. Blue Mosquito looking to get his way past Pablo as well. Simo up the inside of Mr. Grumpy. Can he get it stuck? Not quite. There's a bit of contact. He's been sent wide. He's been sent into Boomer. Then 3 abreast into turn 1. Not proven to be very good for the guy on the outside. He should probably just find his way and tuck back in. But yeah, contact does happen side by side. Boomer goes with Blue Mosquito, all still so close. Frome and Mr. Grumpy going side by side into the penultimate corner. Not quite been able to make it stick at the moment, unfortunately, for these two. Duo up the inside. Can he get it down into the final corner? Not quite managing to do so. Can Frome find his way back in? He's been sent wide. He's going to lose the position to Juho, who finds himself finally back up into the podium places. This is so close and is genuinely going to be called on the final lap. This won't be away in the cars, especially at this track, because the slipstream's so strong. Juho to the inside, Frome trying to get around the outside. That's proven not to work. Dividends for many people. Grumpy having to keep himself up the wall, and Frome's been completely mugged. Boomer and Grumpy both to get his way back, but Blue Jean now the gap only 2.5. He's going to get his way back. Simo pushing Pornage. If these two wanted to work together, they could probably push each other out that slipstream while everyone else at the back battled. But Juho looking to get his way through. He's making a double switch back overtake up the inside. It'll be then for the final corner. He finds himself on the inside of Pornage, looking to claim his 2nd race win of the season. Has he won a race this season? No, it was last season at Interlagos Juho won, but looking to make another race win, and Pornage looking to go for the 3rd race win of the Corvette. But lap 17 we're on to then, and Juho, Simo going up the inside, the 2 yellow cars. Oh, well, Simo's more of a green. Up the inside he goes then into the first corner. Can't quite manage to get it stopped, so Juho's been forced to back out. Grumpy to the outside, Frome to the middle. They're going to be 3 abreast once again, and Pornage and Simo still leading the way. Pornage hanging on brilliantly, but his fuel is definitely going to be taking a toll. Yeah, he's almost empty, and everyone else still has about a bar of fuel left to go, so Pornage has really struck it thin to try and hold into the race lead here. To the inside, Pornage goes then for the race lead. Is Pornage going to have to get it into the pit lane this lap. It looks like he's peeling in. He's going to have to come into the pits. So he's going to be the big loser of this. Only 6 litres of fuel then as he come in. Everyone else can probably go for what is that? Another 5 laps or so to take it to around about lap 23. That will just about make it to the end with maybe a lap or 2 to spare. So yeah, everyone else looking to just take it to about lap 23, 24 laps per stint. Blue Jean in as well, decides maybe he can get onto the back of Pornage and those two can slipstream off each other. But Simo, with the biggest lead we've probably seen all race of 2.5 tenths. Boomer and everyone so close behind. Blue Mosquito to the outside of Grumpy, looking to get his way past for P5. It pretty much is pointless. You're probably better off just going single file, bump chapping each other all the way until about the last lap, when you want to make your last lap attack all the way to the front. But Blue Mosquito still keeping it. They're only losing time to the cars in front, just about keeping it in the tow. Juho Finn up in front, looking to get his way past Simo. Up the inside he goes then. Can he get it stuck? Deja vu then as these guys go side by side once again. Frame to the outside, brakes very late. Simo braking late to get it stopped to the outside and using the curvature off the track to get his way through, and he's going to be side by side with Boomer once again for the race lead. Frome trying to get involved for the race lead as well. Can he get it to the inside? Juho to the inside. They're going to be nearly 5 abreast of 7 gaggle of cars, all within a car's width of each other. This is the entire field then, so close and so spread out. How one of them haven't come together yet, I do not know. But Simo managing to lead the trains. Boomer to the inside. Can he get it stopped and carve his way to the outside? Simo using the momentum of the outside though to keep his way in front. Cablo further back, trying to find his way back involved. Is going to be to the inside again. He's almost off the track. But as we come down this pin straight, then there's still 4 abreast. And Boomer looking to get the inside. Cablo finds himself up into P4 if he can get this inside. Can he get it stopped? Just about managing. No, Juho position. He's going to go straight to the yellow line, and they're going to be 3 abreast again for the final positions of this train. Pornage and Blue Jean a further 23 seconds back. They have pitted though. The rest of these guys haven't. You can see the tyre wear of the front right though. That is just because it has that much more distance to travel than the inside left. But yeah, regardless, Boomer and Simo and Grumpy looking to have a bit of another fight. Grumpy squeezed Boomer into the pits with him, similar to how he did it with me a couple of races ago. But Grumpy brought Boomer into the pits with him, and they both, I think, wanted to pit anyway. But everyone else now running low on fuel. They've probably got a lap or 2. Juho's looking very low. He's going to need to crawl his way back to the pit lane, and hopefully he can do so. But that fuel tank is running very thin of Juho. But yeah, everyone else running very low on fuel. Flying Frome has managed to save quite a lot of fuel, and he's kept that fuel gauge in the way. He can potentially go. Be the wisest thing to do, as he would lose the slipstream. So you might just want to follow everyone in and just react. You don't want to pit by yourself. You always want to come in with someone that you can use the slipstream of and gain that advantage. Flying Frome though, he's stuck for another lap. Blue Mosquito opting for the medium tyre, and he's managing to do a pretty good job of the mediums. They are not the best tyres to be using in these cars. They are, from experience, I've been handicapped to use double medium stints, and they are not nice. But he's kept it well in the tow. So Blue Mosquito, Simo, Juho all into the pits, and Frome opting for the long run. He knows if he can just go this lap longer now, it will save him that lap longer later in the race, where he won't have to save fuel and he can just dart it a little bit more than everyone else. But hopefully he can keep it there. But Blue Jean, after the pit stops, finds himself back up in front with Pornage. These both then managing to get themselves back up in front. Side by side they go then for P2. The 2 guys that either pit early or had an incident, both pitting early, but Blue Jean had a bit of an incident, finds himself back up with the lead group, but he is going to be low on fuel and in a worse position for the long run. Might have to just bite the bullet in the middle couple of stints. We're on to lap 22 of 70 though. A third of the way through the race, so about 20 minutes in of 60 now. But Frome coming into the pits now. Portage going side by side. Where's Frome going to come out? Is he going to come out in the lead? He's got a full tank of fuel to put in. Let's see where he comes out. Where is Frome as he leaves the pit lane? To the inside goes Blue Jean for the race lead though. Where is Frome? He's going to come out just behind everyone, but still in the slipstream importantly. But importantly, more importantly I should say, he's got the fuel to carry it on all the way, well not to the end, but he's going to have a lot more fuel than everyone else, and he's going to be on the better strategy potentially, using his many years of wisdom as Frome then in this race. Portage then managing to get his way back into the race lead. Grumpy now back onto the back of him, down the middle he goes, 3 wide into the final corner, and up the inside is looking Simo on Grumpy. Can he get it stopped? Not just about. He's going to back out of that one. Pretty wise thinking from Simo. Boomer though looking to get his way through. Blue Jean managing to lead the way then. He's got a 1 second time penalty though, and set personal best of the race. The fastest lap so far is a 51.4 set by Boomer, but up the inside goes Portage, just about managing to get it stopped nicely. Grumpy up the inside, taking a tighter line. It looks like the outside and the inside both have their advantages. The outside, you obviously run a longer distance, you're putting more strength on those front right and inside tyres, but you get such a good exit compared to the tighter line. But the tighter line, you're easier on the tyres, you run a shorter distance, you get a decent enough exit. But if you can get it at the inside line and run them out, Portage has been completely mugged from everyone. Grumpy just followed everyone through, and he's going for a move for the race now. Very nice craft shown by the inside as well, looking to reclaim and take the count from who's with hang on a 9 car train. Not something you often see, as we're now 10 laps away from the halfway mark in this race. And Blue Jean still going side by side though. These guys are not giving in whatsoever. Mr. Grumpy again opted in for the tight line. Portage for the outside line, using the momentum around the outside. He manages to keep the lead, but Blue Jean all over the back of him. Looking to get back up into the top 3. I really cannot call it at this stage in the race. Frome is within a good shout. He's on the better strategy. He's got nearly a full tank of fuel compared to everyone else. Blue Jean and Portage probably in the worst positions at this stage in the race, but Frome, yeah, he's playing the long game really well, and he's definitely using his years of wisdom to its advantage very nicely in P6. But the long game, I'm not sure he's not going to really mind being P6. All that matters is he crosses the line higher up than Simo and higher up than everyone else. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how you get there. But yeah, Frome playing a very nice long game to the inside of Boomer to claim it completely sideways. They're going to be 3 abreast. This massive gaggle of cars once again, no shy of action, but Grumpy leading the way. Portage though trying to close the gap and get his way back in front once again. 23 minutes into this race then, we're approaching the halfway mark, and Portage to the inside of Grumpy. Up the inside he goes again, managing to get it stopped. Grumpy's going to go for it. And once again another fight for the race lead. Blue Jean up the inside and trying to get his way past Portage, but Grumpy up the inside managing to get it stopped after Portage just went too deep into the corner and couldn't quite get it stopped. Three wide though they go. Blue Mosquito, Boomer and Portage for P2. This is allowing Grumpy to try and get away 4 abreast, nearly, what is that, 6, 7 abreast nearly. This short gaggle of cars down the pit straight for the 27th time and on to the 28th lap. Boomer then to the outside of Portage. He's going to be in the better position, but Portage has proven to be the last of the late breakers. Can't quite get it stopped. Blue Mosquito with a nice cutback to get him onto the podium. This is what he needs if he wants to overtake Willis in the championship, who isn't racing. But but Pornage looking to get his way through as well. Pornage looking to get past Grumpy. Boomer looking to get past Blue Mosquito. This is just still so close. Blue Mosquito to the outside, nearly grinding against the wall and just about bringing it back. As we still nearly approach the halfway mark, grinding against the wall though to get it stopped. Simo looking to the outside, it's going to be a tight squeeze. Cablo's going to get himself up the inside. Juho still languishing back, using the slipstream to his advantage. He's still probably got quite a lot of fuel, I'm sure. Yes, he does. What was Frome's fuel situation? He's got about the same as Juho, but Grumpy then to the inside of Boomer once again, who's looking to make a stake for the race lead. Up the inside he goes, can't quite get the move stuck, but as they loop around onto the back straight, he can't quite get alongside, and Pornage is going to be looking there, but 3 wide, nearly 4 wide down the back. Juho and a Frome looking to push Cablo through and claim the positions for themselves as well. Simo and Blue Jean can probably be the biggest losers of this battle. They're pushing each other through. Frome looking up the inside of Cablo now, and their strategy has worked. Frome's going to have a look at Blue Jean and Pornage up the inside, still trying to push Cablo through on the inside and claiming the racing line. This is only for P5, and we're not even halfway through the race, but they're still battling as if it's the last lap. Very good racing and a very good show, the important show for the season 6 finale. 3 wide coming the pit straight once again, and to the Blue Mosquito looking to get his way up into the race lead once again, and Juho further back looking to try and make a bit of a cutback. So Boomer leads the way once again from Grumpy, from Blue Mosquito, but Pornage looking eager to get his way back through. He's going to need to be saving a little bit of fuel. We're now on to lap 30 of 70, nearly halfway there already. It's gone past in a flash, but Blue Mosquito and Nemo completely sideways through the final corner. Blue Jean nearly run him into the wall, similar to how he ran himself into the wall earlier in the race. Cablo all over the back of everyone. If you pull out too early, you're just going to get completely mugged around the outside with the momentum of the slipstream. Cab then to the inside trying to defend. Blue Jean squeezing him to the inside. He's going to clip the inside, banking. Frome up the inside. Cablo sideways. Very close between everyone for the time being. But yeah, Boomer and Grumpy again fighting for the race lead. Grumpy looking to get his way through on the inside line, trying to claim it but can't momentum. Boomer's going to hang on then. He's got about half a tank of fuel. Everyone got about half a tank of fuel except the guys like Frome, who's got a little bit more than half a tank of fuel, as he went on a lap later than everyone else. Once again getting himself up the inside to take the race lead, waiting for his opportunity to the inside goes Cablo as well. Can he get his way through? Boomer looking to get pretty feisty as well. Sideways is Juho. Let's see if he can get his way through. Further back, Boomer trying to get up the inside of Mr. Grumpy, who's so far hanging on well for this P1 position. Simo finds himself back up into the podium places. Boomer to the inside of Grumpy. Simo trying to tap Grumpy back through, so he wants to keep the outside line and claim it for himself. Boomer then, he's going to be washed out. He's got no slipstream, and Simo's going to soar past on the outside to claim P2 once again. Simo looking eager for the race lead. We're now only approaching the halfway mark. Pornage to the inside then, just about managing to get it stopped. He's going to break late, nearly into Simo, into Boomer though he goes. He's set wide. Boomer's in the wall. Pornage not getting it stopped just about for the inside of the corner. This is going to give Frome the opportunity potentially for the podium placement. Simo's going to be rude. He's not going to give his championship rival for P2 that slipstream he needs to get through. Simo then back on the racing line, but Pornage goes wide. Frome stays tight and up the inside. Can Pornage use the momentum around the outside to keep it there? Frome took to the inside line. He's going to have to run up the inside. Boomer as well looking tight to get himself up. Are they still side by side? Pornage still keeping it on the outside again, nearly 3 wide. Blue Jean as well looking eager to get past on this gaggle of cars. Boomer though, he's caught out, he's got no slipstream compared to everyone else. If you move out and you're caught out without the toe, you're just going to lose time and time and time and time and time. But Grumpy then looking to get, hang on, still for this race lead. He's hanging on so well when he's got a charging Simo right behind him. These guys behind just keep battling. They've got about a 5/10 gap to the cars behind, but there's just nothing they can do with everyone else behind them. There's just nothing they can do with everyone behind them. They just can't pull away as efficiently as they could at some other tracks. The slipstream here proven to be so helpful, and as is the case with oval racing, you see a 9-car train Boomer sideways up the inside, just about getting it stopped. Still sideways on the exit as Frome finds himself up the inside. They're going to be 4 wide as Blue Jean taps the wall. Juho is feeling spicy. He wants to make it 4 wide. They're going to be 3 now abreast down this back straight, and Cablo looking to make another double overtake. We're now at the halfway point of the race, 35 of 70, and we'll be approaching the next round of pit stops very soon. I'm sure they've got about another half a tank of fuel left to go, maybe even just over a quarter tank, but Pornage is going to be coming in soon as well. 3 abreast they go down this back straight, and Simo still on the outside, looking eager to make a move for the race lead. He's going to be on the outside. It's not going to really mean much at this stage in the race, but on the outside he goes, then using the momentum, soars around the outside of Grumpy, who's just about kept it on the inside. Looking eager, up the inside he goes then, so they need to break a lot for that final corner. I was expecting it to be a bit more of just a lift and tuck it in, if I'm honest, but Simo claims the race lead, and a Grumpy eager to make the counter attack up the inside down into turn 1. This is so close. You could not write this stuff. 2 by 2 they go. Noah's Ark. Pornage again up the inside. Can he get it stopped this time? Just about managing to twitch under brakes as the rear's locked. Just about managed to get it stopped and had to back out of that move, but Grumpy back up into the race lead. Pornage with a nice little cutback as well. Simo's been completely mugged. Frome might even mug him off here as well if he's in the slipstream. Still a 9-car train. Every one of these guys has a shout of winning this race. Every single one of them. It is just going to be who plays the patient game, who saves the fuel the most, and who can go for that last lap push. But Cablo, let's have a little look at the full livery of the day. At the moment, I'm going to say Mr. Grumpy, just the theme of what we're doing. Grumpy with a big flash of his lights, then he must have panicked as he slammed the brakes down to try and get it stopped. But yeah, Grumpy's livery is looking rather dashing as he leads the way. But yeah, just suits the theme, and it's a very nice livery, so I'm going to have to say Grumpy's livery of the day. But back up the inside, chucking it to the inside over Grumpy, who's trying to hang on to the race lead. So close, not even a car's width between the top 5, and at less than a second between the field. These guys are so close. Blue Jean sideways, ghosting, managing to save him from complete and utter disaster. Really flirt with disaster on these guys on the outside, but Pornage into the pits then for the second time. Is Blue Jean going to follow him in? Blue Jean risking it and going that extra lap over Pornage. He's sticking it with the front guys. 3 abreast then into turn 1 once again. Simo up the inside and looking eager to claim the position. Blue Jean sideways and just about managing to get it stopped. The 2 blues then still side by side for P6, but Grumpy managing to lead the way from Boomer, from Frome, from Dupo, Sim P5, Blue Jean P6 with another 1 second penalty. Mosquito P7, Cablo P8, and Pornage now coming out the pits in P9. Side by side for the race lead then. Boomer to the outside. Still trying to stick it to the inside. That looks like there's someone wide. Juho's very wide and nearly off the track into the final corner. Just about managing to bring it back sensibly though in a yellow Lightning McQueen livery, something we don't really see too often. But in the slipstream then of Cablo in front, he's doing very well to nurse his tyres. Blue Jean into the pits then for his second stop of the race. Almost on lap 40. It looks like these guys will be coming around about 2 or so laps, maybe 3 if they can stretch the fuel. Grumpy very wide, Boomer to the inside, grinding against the wall is Grumpy there, about close as you could get to the wall with slamming into it. but he then back him to the outside he goes. He's hopped in for the wider line to try and use the momentum around the outside. Boomer's not giving any of it though. He's going to be on the outside. Frome looking to stay tight and keep it to the inside, get himself up the inside of Grumpy, who he can't quite manage to do so. Boomer Skitter then all over the back of Simo as well. Boomer to the inside of Grumpy, then still side by side for almost the entire lap. These two, well, it's not much of a lap, but yeah, still side by side is still much of an achievement. Still side by side as we go on to lap 40. Boomer leads the way. Frome as well, looking to get himself up the inside. Mosquito to the outside. Once again, he's in P5. He's going to get mugged off by pretty much everyone else if he can't get it tucked back in. He manages to tuck it back in, and Frome, Boomer, Grumpy still always so close. Frome with a lot of fuel. Boomer running low. Everyone else running low except Frome, Simo, and Boomer Mosquito, who's managing to keep a nice bit of fuel. 6 cars all within pretty much a car's width of each other, and Caplo just outside. They're making it 7, but still so close, this gaggle of cars, and it is just, you really cannot call it this race. I say it time and time again, but you cannot call over racing until the last lap. It is insane. All you think that they're doing is turning left, but Grumpy and Boomer again following each other into the pit lane for the second time on lap 40 of 70. They're going to be pitting probably 2 more times, maybe 2 15-lap stints potentially, or 20 and 10 maybe. We'll have to wait and see. We're on to lap 41 of 70, just past the halfway mark, and everyone still eager to get this race win under their belts for the finale. Frome just needs to stay in front of Simo, I'm pretty sure. Let me have a low look at the championship standings as it stands. N5 recent championship standings. So it is 1 point between them. It is so close. So whoever finishes in front on track will claim P2. Frome, I'm sure, will be wanting to finish second in the Drivers' Championship once again. But maybe he won't be too opposed to second, because you know, to third, because you know, it might be something different, a bit of a refresher for Frome. But yeah, Frome is the leader. Cablo into the pit for the second time. These guys stretching their fuel very thin, and Frome still with probably another 3 or so laps of fuel in his Corvette, looking to stake a claim for his first race win of the season, and no better time to do it than the finale. Simo has come so daringly close to a race win on multiple occasions. I'm not sure if he has won a race most of this season. He might well have done. Simo, 2020, he has won a race. He won the first race at Big Willow. How could I forget, when I completely straight lined it off at turn 1, and Simo managed to get away and win the race. So close though was that race. So Simo, who else has won a race this season? Pornage and Willis have also won a race. So Pornage and Simo wanting to extend and get another race win under their belts. Everyone else looking for their first race win of the season. And on the last race, we've reached the halfway point. We're past the halfway point, and we've got about 28 laps of this race to go, and still so close. It'll be interesting to see when everyone pits. Frome probably, well, maybe 2-3 laps of fuel left. Simo to the inside though, up the inside of both of them to claim the race lead potentially. Blue Mosquito 3 abreast through the fast left-hander, and into the final corner. Can Blue Mosquito hang it around the outside? Sim up the inside, and Frome looking to follow him through in his nice Virgin Media livery, but Duo to the outside, darts quick to the outside. Who's into the pits on this lap then? It looks like Blue Mosquito peels his way through. He's still on the medium tyre, opting to take him long. A couple more of a safe strategy on those mediums. Simo, Juho and Frome inherit the top 3. If I was these guys, I would probably be pushing them and not battling too much, but Frome's doing the complete opposite. He's going around the outside of Juho Finn, and Simo has managed to extend up to about a second gap. He's pushing hard in this closing stage of the second stint. Can Frome go another lap with what he's got left in the tank? Potentially so, if he's careful. The 2 into the pit, then Simo and Juho into the pit. Frome confident he can go for another lap then. coming in on fumes, 0 litres of fuel then for the green and yellow car of Simo and Juho, but Frome inherits the lead then. He's got some clear air to go and do his thing. Boomer and Blue Jean side by side and looking for P4. It should be around about net, depending on when these two come out. The Lightning McQueen and the Simo livery looking pretty good, but where are they going to come out in this race? They're going to come out miles back, it looks now, in this second stint. We're getting a bit more of a field spread. So now, with everyone pitting at different times, it's going to be more down to the strategy than this massive long train up in front. Be interested to see where Frome comes out as well then, with his older tyres and without being in the slipstream. Cornage, Cablo and any of these guys of the sort could definitely be in a pretty good position. Cornish Town, Blue Jean and Boomer all in a good position there, but Frome crawling into the pits with 3 laps of fuel, and it'd be interesting to see where he comes out as well, as we're on to lap 45 of 70, 3/4-ish of the way through. Where is Frome going to come out? They're passing the pit lane now. Where is Frome going to come out? It looks like he's going to come out quite far back and not in the slipstream of anyone. He's going to just about maybe get it off Juho as he comes out of the pits. It looks like there's a much wider field spread then, and Frome is a mile back from the race leader of Blue Jean, Boomer and Pornage, who even with the lower fuel managing to hang on pretty well. Lead then, we're on lap 46 of 70, 25 laps of the race to go, and Blue Jean, Boomer, Pornage and Grumpy still all fighting neck and tail for the race lead. To the inside of Pornage, he's got a lot of momentum here, swiping to the inside, nearly spins himself out as he does so. The car really does not like quick directional changes. He manages to save that with the momentum he had, dive to the inside, brake, and that really unsettled the car, but he managed to get it stopped. He holds on to P4. We're now developing another 5-car train. Let's see if Blue Mosquito, Simo, Juho and Frome can all get themselves back on the back of this pack. Grumpy to the outside then, and cutting back very nicely on Pornage then, takes a wide line, cuts in, he's going to have the inside and inherit P2 as well, as Blue Jean got a bit swamped on the exit there. Cablo pushing Pornage through. Can he get Blue Jean as well, who's looking good in P3 for only his second race of this season? But then leads the way as we round off lap 47 on to lap 48. Only about now 22 laps of the race remaining. That's pretty much nothing. That's only around about 20 minutes, 18 minutes ish of this Bluemoon Bay Triangle Oval track, whatever you want to call it. But still Blue Mosquito and Simo going side by side. Frome and Juho side by side as it stands. Frome could maybe lose out to Blue Mosquito if he can get himself back up a couple more positions. Boomer to the inside, Blue Jean to the outside. The race up in front. Inside goes Grumpy then on Blue Jean, up the inside into turn 1. Can he get it stopped and claim P2 once again? Looking on Boomer, who goes in a little bit wide. Jean taps him 3 abreast on the exit of the corner then. So close, and Pornage looking eager to get past as well. Developing now a 5-car training. Cablo at the rear tail of it. He's looking more fuel than anyone else. He's looking to just sit back potentially, but no, as you say that, he goes up the inside of Pornage, who takes a wider line. He's going to stick to the inside. Pornage not having the greatest run. Cablo touches the wall. Juho and Frome having a bit of a tussle further back there. Still 4.5 seconds off the next car in front and 6 cars off the leader, so losing that slipstream has really cost the 2 tail ends. of the field. Simo looking eager to get onto the back of Cap, but he's managed to join the grid, and a Blue Mosquito looking to try and get onto the back of him as well. Chrome, he needs to get onto the back. If he doesn't, he's just going to lose out more and more and lose the fuel advantage he had at once in the race. He's going to need to use a lot more fuel to propel himself and stay at the same pace of the leaders. To the inside, they're nearly 5 abreast into turn 1. Boomer to the inside, Simo with a lot of momentum, 4 wide onto brakes into turn 1. Simo just about managing to get it stopped and backing out of that side by side with Blue Mosquito, who soars around the outside of these guys, but Grumpy still looking eager to keep the lead. He's got a gap over Pornage. We're on to lap 51 of 70. Only 20 laps of the race to go. Boomer to the inside of Pornage for P2. Grumpy still trying to leave it as late as he can. He's trying to hold on to this race lead. Revving up the gears then, as you can see, to try and get the most out of it. To the outside, there's Pornage. Can he get it stopped late enough to swoop around the outside? Just about 3 wide into turn 1. Further back, Grumpy hanging on then from Boomer, and Pornage, who's looking to get involved as well. He's running a pretty good race and looking to take his 3rd race win of the season. Boomer to the inside. Pornage as well for the final podium place. Cablo making some nice moves. He finds himself on to the podium. If double points finale, can he get himself propelled up any points, any places in the championship? Boomer and Grumpy looking to go for a move for the race lead. Boomer then to the inside of Grumpy. Cablo looking eager to get past Pornage, who's centre deep on the brakes. Can he get it stopped? Just about there. Blue Jean going a little bit wide. Blue Mosquito is going to get it a cut back and back up the inside to claim P6. Still side by side they go. Chrome and Juho, we haven't checked in with them in a while, still 7 seconds back, so it looks like these two are out of the running in this race. As it stands, they're going to have a lot of hard time to try and claw back any speed or any time that they had now that they're not in tow, and everyone else just getting a lot more speed down this back straight. We'll see what they top out at in the tow. We'll see what Cablo tops out at down this back straight in the tow, and we'll compare it to how quickly Throne's going without the tow. Cablo then looking quick. Pornage has got a lot more overspeed, 155, 61, 25, nearly 171 miles an hour from everyone back there. We'll go on board with Chrome, who's only topping out. He's backed off from Juho. Juho's only topping out at around about 160, 20 miles an hour speed. That's almost as much as DRS gives you in Formula 1 cars. So as a big chunk of time they're losing every straight, so yeah, they can't really do much about it. The recent lap times, they're losing around 2 seconds a lap as the guys in front, so yeah, not in the most ideal situation are the two tailies of the grid. But Pornage said, look at the hang on, he's still got a quarter lap. Of course, the tank of fuel has Pornage. Cabby as well, looking to get past. 4 abreast they go down this back straight, and nearly 5 abreast is Simo's looking eager to get past as well. Can Boomer hang on? So close, and really flirting with disaster are all of these guys. Any one wrong move and one of them is in the wall, but they're keeping it very clean, as is the nature of N5. Very clean, good racing. So Grumpy's still managing to hang on pretty well. Mosquito in the back as well, looking to get his way through Mr. Grumpy. Around the outside, bit of contact as Cablo sends himself in deep. They're going to be 3 abreast, 2 groups of 3 down this back straight. They're all managing to tuck back in quickly though. Simo into the pit lane, then he started in for an early stop, and he's going to be losing a lot of time though without the slipstream. You want to be pitting in with everyone else. He pits in with only half a tank left of fuel to go, so he's potentially pitting in early, getting the fuel in now, so he can go to the end and not have to make another stop. Interesting strategy choice from Simo then, who needs to stick with Throne for the championship. Grumpy then looking to stay with points. We've got another 15 laps of this race remaining. Still about 15 minutes of the race to go, so it's still anyone's game and anything left to play for. Boomer then to the inside of Grumpy. This is definitely still just going to be decided on the last lap. Any one of these top 6, 7 can definitely be in a shout of winning this race, but Boomer's doing a good job of that with Grumpy. Boomer peels into the pit lane for his final stop of the race. I'm sure Boomer in, then Grumpy stays out, Bougie stays out. Want to come in with someone who you can benefit the slipstream of, which Simo and Boomer both made a mistake of, but they couldn't go another lap. They couldn't go another lap. But yeah, Boomer now coming out. Where's he going to come out? Has Throne pitted again? It looks as though he has, and Boomer's going to come out just behind Throne. Simo is just in front of Juho, and Throne further back. He's lost 30 seconds to Juho. I'm not really sure what's gone on back here. But Blue Jean into the pits. Goes the outside. Jean, who did come into the pit as well. He's on the back of Throne. That's where he could get race. Cornish hanging on to P2 by the skin of his teeth. And then we're on 58 off 70 here at the Bluemoon Speedway. Cornish is in. Flashing dash of fuel, maybe not even changing, no, they're definitely changing tyres. Cornich's tyres are screaming. Dash of fuel, and they've got some tyres on it to the Corvette. To go into the final stage of the race, and it's looking really spicy. Did it will happen for the end of the race. Grumpy peels into the Mosquito is the lone man left out there for an extra couple of laps. It didn't pay off for Throne earlier in the race. Let's see if it can pay off for Blue Mosquito, who is still, you know, looking to win the race and gain a couple of places in the championship potentially if he gets a run. So let's hope for his sake the strategy is going to pay dividends for the. Is he? I don't know what. Is he Scottish? He's got the Union Jack, so I'll just call him British. Might offend him if he is Scottish, though. Who knows? I don't. But Juho and Simo. Juho finds himself back up into P3. Let's see if his fuel tank can take him that far. He is a very handy craftsman when it comes to fuel conservation, so hopefully it can propel him all the way up, and potentially Throne, who's looking to save fuel as well. Maybe that was their strategy. Then now back in with his gaggle of cars as Grumpy comes out in P5 at 1.5 seconds back from Cablo, as Blue Mosquito is now into the pit lane for a quick splash and dash. Might not even change. No, he's changing tyres. just like everyone else, he wants the best prime tyres till the end of the race. And hopefully that works out for him. Simo across the line. Is he going to inherit the race lead? Blue Mosquito, where's he going to come out? He's coming out now. He's not going to have slipstream. Yes, no, he's definitely going to have slipstream. He's with the rest of the gaggle of cars. So Juho and Simo sticking it out. And Juho, if Simo's got enough laps to go, then Juho definitely has. He's still within a shot of winning this race. Let's see how Juho can play the strategy. He's really handy with it. Usually, maybe his thinking is a lot better than mine, as well as Frome's, both using their years of wisdom that I don't have. But Frome to the inside on Cablo, then trying to make some moves back and up the inside of Cablo for P4, trying to get him come in from the race lead. Currently sits P6 up the inside of Frome. He's going to follow him through. Grumpy trying to hang on to one, doesn't want to lose two. Cablo there around the outside of Blue Mosquito, and Boomer is looking to get his way through. Still three abreast side of Frome onto lap 62 of 70. It looks like Juho and Simo have both breaking free at the front. It could be a two-horse race then up in front, and as it stands, Simo will take P2 in the championship. To the outside, then it looks like this is a more spicy battle than what's going on the front. Juho just wants to sit back and conserve the fuel. He's doing a great job. It could be between the yellow and the green for the race win. If these guys don't pack up their act and get themselves moving now, it's going to be a tough ask. Yeah, it looks like this final podium place is looking really spicy. The rest of the field all within that. So what is that now? 6 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars all fighting for this P3 place. And up in front, these two have got, they're gone. They're off into the horizon. You need a pair of binoculars to see these guys from where Frome is. And his eyesight's probably going as he gets on. You can probably hardly hear the cars as well. He's probably going a bit deaf, but he's got this as P3. Doesn't need to hear the car. But he currently sits P3. He's doing a good job of hanging on to that podium place. Blue Mosquito around the outside, trying to get it stuck. Boomer trying to get it around the outside as well. Pornage looking interesting. He's going to dart to the middle, thread the needle up the inside. It's going to be the outside for the final corner. Can he get it around the outside of Frome? Not quite managing to do so on this occasion. Blue Mosquito still holding on very nicely. Frome's lost 2 positions on that lap. They're slowly chipping away at Juho and Simo's lead. Is it enough though? We've got 6 laps of the race remaining. Corners to the inside of Blue Mosquito. Pushing him through. Blue Mosquito pushing Grumpy through for P4. Let's hope Cornish, for his sake, can benefit off this battling and try and extend his lead out of the slipstream range. Simo taking a nice commanding lead from Juho, who's still trying to save the fuel to get his way all the way to the end. Blue Jean, Cornish, Blue Mosquito, Grumpy, Frome, Boomer around the outside of Frome. Still 2 by 2 they go. Noah's Ark. Grumpy completely just turned poor Boomer into the wall there. Probably didn't mean to do that, but Boomer tapped the wall there. A bit of a love tap with our good friend Barry R. A lot of people going to see him in today's race. But Frome on the back looking for a cutback. 2 by 2 again they go. 5 seconds is the gap. Can they potentially work together and close the gap to the front two? Juho now closing the gap for Simo. We've got 6 laps of this race remaining, running in to the last couple of laps of the race. It's going to be so tight as we round the final corner for the 66th time. This has been a very long race. We've got a couple of minutes of it left to go, and this has massive championship implications for P2 and further back. But Simo currently leads the way. He's played the strategy really well. Juho, he's confident in the fuel now. He's going to go to the inside for the race lead. Juho up the inside of Simo. Green and yellow up the inside. He goes. The fin. Very nicely done. And Simo's going to have to tuck back in. He's now got a similar fuel to Juho. So one of these guys, hopefully, has managed to calculate their fuel right. Because one of them hasn't. Neither of them have. But Blue Mosquito up in back for the fight for the podium finds himself in P3. He's blue. blue acquaintance down in P4, both running a very striking blue livery. Blue Jean with a little bit more detail to his. Blue Mosquito just hopped in for the full blue, but Grumpy up the inside in his NASCAR livery, up the inside of Blue Jean into the final corner. Boomer trying to push his way through and trying to claim the inside. Frome struggling to get back on terms with the top three. We're on to lap 66, now 67, 4 laps of the race to go. We've got 67, 68, 69, and then the final lap of 70. Juho leads from Simo and everyone else now. It looks like they're joining the fun. 2 seconds is the gap. It's going to be a pretty spicy finish if it keeps closing like this. 53.0 on the last lap, 51.7 for Blue Mosquito. They're closing in, and they're closing in fast. And coincidentally, at an over race, it's the Lightning McQueen livery that's being closed in very fast on in the closing stages. Simo to the inside. Can he get it stopped? And coincidentally, Lightning McQueen is being chased down by a green and a blue car. You couldn't write this whatsoever. It could come down to the wire, just like the Piston Cup in that film. And I'm probably going to get stick for quoting cars once again. But Juho up the inside, he's closing it down on through round at 67, on at 68. Blue Mosquito closing in quick. He's now within DRS. To the inside goes Juho. He's eager to claim this position. Back up the inside into turn 1. Then we're on to lap 68, nearly 69, and onto the penultimate lap. We've got about, what would that be, about 2 minutes of the race remaining. We've already reached the hour mark, so let's hope we get a very spicy end. Blue Mosquito has closed up. Blue Jean and Grumpy a further 1.5 seconds back. It is Lightning McQueen, the green and the blue, all tussling it out for the race lead here at Bluemoon Speedway. Very, very dramatic finish. Blue Jean, Grumpy, Portage, Frome and Boomer all closing in quickly. Where's Cablo? Cablo has he's had a bit of an off. He's 25 seconds back, but Juho hanging on well. Blue Mosquito to the outside and Simo looking to get his way through as well. We're round 68. We're on to the penultimate lap of this race, and we're now being joined by Blue Jean and Grumpy and Co. To the inside goes Blue Mosquito for the race lead. He's got the backwards momentum. To the inside it goes. Can he get it stopped? Simo to the outside. Blue Jean can't quite get it stopped. He's completely missed his braking point, sent up the inside and managed to get it stopped with the help of Simo and Blue Mosquito, but Blue Jean then replacing Blue Mosquito. He inherits P2 in the race. Juho then in P1. He's rounding the final corner for the penultimate time, or well, the second last corner for the penultimate time. He's through the fast left-hander and for the 69th time, but Blue Mosquito to the inside. We've now been joined by the rest of the pack. An 8-way fight for the race lead. This could be anyone's game. Everyone now turning up their fuel for the final lap. We're now rounding the final corner. We're on to the final lap of the race. Blue Jean leads from Juho, who's eager to try and win this race. Everyone's now up in the fuel. Everyone's so low on fuel. Juho's pretty much running on fuel, so does Blue Jean. We're on to the final lap of the race now. 4 abreast into turn 1, 5 abreast into turn 1. Portage stuck on the inside. Can he run the tyre line and get it stopped? Simo stuck on the outside. Grumpy running wide. He's inherited P1. Juho looking eager. We've now got 2 corners of the race to go. Frome looking eager as well. Is so tight. Everyone eager to win this race. Juho to the outside. Looking tight on the inside. It could be anyone's game still. Portage to the inside, 3 wide into the penultimate corner we go of this race. Lap 70 of 70. Who's going to come out on top? Simo to the outside, trying to tug back in and get a nice bit of backward momentum. Can Portage win this race? Spoomer to the inside as well. We sent up the inside. Bit of contact with everyone. He's tapped. Blue Mosquito through the final corner. Has Portage got this in the bag? He's leading his way onto the back straight. Juho and Simo on the run to the line. Lightning McQueen, who's going to come out on top? Simo, Juho, Grumpy across the line. It looks like Simo and Juho have run out of fuel across the line. Portage wins from Blue Mosquito and Grumpy. Boomer, Simo, Frome. So close. 1 place between the 2 contenders. Blue Jean 7th, Juho 8th after he ran out of fuel, running on fumes. Cablo will go make a cup of tea while he wait for him to round the final corner, but he'll finish in a P9 after what was a very exciting last couple of laps. He crossed the line to finish this race P9. Very exciting bit of racing from everyone there. Well, after what was a very, very exciting bit of racing for the finale there, these guys did not shy away from a good show, but after what was a really good, exciting N5 finale, I've been Zach, this has been your comms.